learners, we are going to start the new chapter, Chapter 2, Python Revision 2.2. And in this, we are going to see about strings in Python. Okay, so here we are going to see about what are strings, how do we create a string, how do we update a string, and how do we delete a string, okay, and also about the built-in functions.
Let's start with strings in Python. In Python, strings are a set of characters put in together, and these are representing Unicode characters, okay. So we have a sequence of bytes put together which is called as strings. In strings, we have the characters enclosed within single quotes or double quotation marks, okay. So let's see how to create a string. So var1 is equal to hello world, which is enclosed within single quotes, var2 which is Python programming enclosed within double quotes. This is how we create strings. Now let's see how to access characters in Python. Python does not support a character type. It never supports it. Only string is available, and when you try to access character by character, we go with a string of length 1. Okay, and this will be considered as a substring of the given string. To access substrings, use the square brackets for slicing. Slicing is nothing but just separating the substring from the main string along with the index or indices to obtain your substring. So let's see how the accessing is happening with forward indexing and backward indexing. Actually, indexing is nothing but giving the position. Like position is index plus 1. If P is in 0th index, then P is in first position. Okay, that is the first character. So now let's see how it is identified. Here name is the variable name. Okay, name is variable and it holds the value Python, which is a string. So name of 0 is P, name of 1 is Y, name of 2 is T, name of 3 is H, name of 4 is O, name of 5 is N. So this is how the forward indexing works. It starts from the left and moves towards the right. So backward indexing, just imagine the number line. So it starts from your right and moves towards the left, towards the first character, last character to the first character. So that's how it is explained here. If it's forward indexing, how is the indexing given and how is the character identified? If it's negative or the backward indexing, then how do we go with the assignment of the character or how to access the character? That's how it's given here. Please go through. Let's proceed. So now let's see a few examples in accessing the characters. var1 is equal to, as we have seen in previous example, var1 is equal to hello world, var2 is equal to Python programming. Print var1 of 0, which is just a text to be printed, comma var1 of 0. This is the variable to be printed. The value of this variable is to be printed. Here var1 of 0 is nothing but H. So next statement is print var2 of 1 is to 5, where var2 of 1 is to 5. So it starts from first index and moves to the 5th index. Okay, so here 0, 1. So it starts from Y. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it goes till 5 minus 1, that is 4. So YTHO is the value which will be printed. The characteristics of strings. Strings are immutable. This means that elements of a string cannot be changed once they have been assigned. We can simply reassign. Only reassigning different strings to the same name is possible, but you can't change the value of it. So let's see the example of creating string first. So using single quotes, str1 is equal to hello Python print str1. Here we have enclosed within single quotes. So next is str2 is equal to hello Python enclosed within double quotes. So print str2. Okay. So these are the two types. We have one more using triple quotes where str3 is equal to within triple quotes. Triple quotes are generally used for represent the multi-line or docstring. Okay. Here this triple quotes helps to give multi-line statements as string. Also docstring. Docstring is nothing but it is under the function definition which tells about how or what does the function does. Okay. So here the output is given. As we have seen, print str1 will print the hello Python. str2 will also print his hello Python. And then comes str3 which will print all the 3 lines. Now about updating strings. You can update an existing string by reassigning a variable to another string. The new value can be related to its previous value or to a completely different string altogether. Let's see an example for this so that you understand it better. Where 1 is equal to hello world, print updated string. Okay, where 1 inside square bracket we given :6. Okay, so from 6th character it is going to take a different value. That's why we are putting in a concatenation operator plus and then Python within single quotes. So what happens when you execute this? Updated string hello Python. So hello world is changed to hello Python because sixth letter in hello world is W, which is replaced from W, it is replaced with Python. Okay, just go through the code once. I guess you people understood the meaning of updating strings. Now let's move on. Escape characters. So we have so many escape characters. For instance, you can take \r, \n, \t. Yeah, you know all those, right? So similarly, you have many other escape characters. \a is for alert or a bell sound. \b is backspace. \c is for control X. \CX is for control X. Both are same. Let it be lowercase or uppercase. \e is for escape sequence. \f is for form feed. Yeah. So it goes on. We have \n, then comes \r, \s, \t, \b. Yeah. \t is horizontal tab and \b is vertical tab. \x is for character X. Okay. So this is how we go with the escape sequences. We use all these enclosed within quotes. Next is string special operators. We have so many special operators. Okay. So this is like you have the arithmetic operators. They help in doing arithmetic operations. The same plus can also be used for concatenation. Concatenation means adding 2 strings together, merging 2 strings together. Let's see. So operator plus, this is for concatenation. It adds values on either side of the operator. So here we have taken an example. A is equal to hello and B is equal to Python. So A plus B will give hello Python. So next is repetition, asterisk symbol. This creates new strings concatenating multiple copies of the same string. So A*2 will give hello hello. Okay. So the same string will be replicated again and again till the times we have mentioned. Next comes the square bracket. So this square bracket is slice which gives the character from the given index. So A of 1 will give what? E, because A of 0 is H and A of 1 is E. So next is square bracket within which we have a colon. So this gives the range slice, gives the characters from the given range. So A of 1 is to 1:4. Okay, this will give ELL. Okay, so it starts from 1 and goes till 3. 1, 2, 3. A of 1, A of 2, A of 3 will be printed. ELL. In, this is a membership operator which returns true if the character exists in the given string. So H in A will give what? 1 because it is true. Not in, this is also a membership operator. It returns true if the character does not exist in the given string. So M not in A will give 1 because M is not there. So next is R or lowercase r or uppercase r. So this is for raw string. This suppresses actual meaning of the escape characters and it tells us to print the word. Okay, so print R within quotes. If you give \n, that \n will be as such printed. Okay, so that is the meaning of raw string. Next is string length. We have a inbuilt function for this, that is len of function. So let's see the example so that you understand it better. A is equal to hello comma world exclamation. So print len of A. So starting from H, 0, 1, 2, 3. Let me point out the character as I count it. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is space, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So it has 12. It is assumed that there is 2 spaces. That's why it's printing 13. Okay. Now format method. If you see the example, I guess you will understand it better. Let's see the example using curly braces. Okay. So print of flower braces and flower braces, both are the best friends. Okay, here this flower braces will hold the values which is given within the format function. Dot format of Devansh comma Abhishek. So Devansh and Abhishek both are the best friend. Okay, that's how the output is printed. If you see the black screen here, it will tell. The first line will tell about the output of the first print. Positional argument. So here it depends upon the position. Okay, print. So I might have given the values within the format in a different order, and I might tell in a different order to print it. So print within flower braces 1 and within flower braces 0 and then best players. Okay, dot format of Virat and Rohit. Here format of 0 is Virat and 1 is Rohit. Okay, so Rohit will be printed first because 1 is coming first. Rohit and Virat best players. That is the second statement. Next is keyword argument. So keyword argument, print A comma B comma C all within braces. Dot format of A is equal to James, B is equal to Peter, C is equal to Ricky. So here what we have done is we have assigned variables. We have assigned the values or the string to the variables. So we use the variables to print the values. So A comma B comma C prints James comma Peter comma Ricky. So now we are going to see few built-in string methods. Ends with suffix comma begin is equal to 0 end of len of string. Determines if string or a substring of string ends with suffix. Returns true if so and false otherwise. Okay. So next is expand tabs. Expands tabs in string to multiple spaces. Defaults to 8 spaces per tab. Okay. So if tab size not provided, then it takes 8 spaces. If tab size is provided, then it goes with the given count. Find of str comma begin is equal to 0, end is equal to len of string. So determine if string occurs in string or str occurs in a string or in a substring of string if starting index is begin and ending index end are given. It returns index if found, otherwise it returns -1. So index of str comma begin is equal to 0 and end is equal to len of string. So same as find of. So here also it raises an exception if str is not found. So is al num. So here it checks, it returns true if the string has at least one character and all characters are alphanumeric, otherwise it returns false. Is alpha, it returns true if it contains all characters as alphabet, otherwise it returns false. Is digit, it checks for the string whether it contains only digits, otherwise it returns false. Is lower, it checks for whether the given string is in lowercase, so it returns true, otherwise it returns false. Is numeric, so the system returns true if the given characters are numbers, otherwise it returns false. Is space, returns true if string contains only white space characters, otherwise it returns false. Is title, so returns true if the string is title case, otherwise false. Is upper, if the given string is in uppercase, it returns true, otherwise false. Join of sequence, merges the string representation of elements in sequence. So this is called as concatenation with a separator string. You give in a separator string also. So len of string returns the length of the string. L just width square bracket kulla you given fill char. Okay, so here returns a space padded string with the original string left justified to a total of width columns. Okay. Next is lower of. This is used to convert the uppercase to lowercase. L strip removes all leading white spaces in a string. Make trans returns a translation table to be used to translate function. Max of str returns the maximum alphabetical character from the string str. Min of str, it returns the min alphabetical character from the string str. So this
we have come to the end of this session where we have seen about strings, how to create strings, how to update and delete, and also about the built-in functions in strings. Thank you.